pushes enhanced climate change policies, particularly to pave the way for carbon trading. The United Nations Development Programme Deputy Resident Representative highlighted that this year's climate discussions will prioritize setting climate finance targets. Areda van Vuran, representative of the Netherlands, also addressed the meeting, which was attended by diplomats, stakeholders, and university students.
South Sudan would like to see to it that Article 6 negotiations are concluded amicably for us to be able to trade in carbon trading. Our environment requires us to change our attitudes and to embark on ambitious nature-based solutions by actively protecting, sustainably managing, and restoring degraded ecosystems that are a source of our food, water, energy, wealth, and livelihoods.
This conference will focus on establishing a new climate finance target that reflects more significantly the needs of developing countries to effectively mitigate and adapt to climate impacts. And these discussions will also include refining the terms for delivering, accessing, measuring climate finance, and supporting vulnerable communities in low-income nations.
The Minister of Public Service and Human Resources Development, Dag Diop, called on the young people to focus on innovation and creativity as a foundation for surviving the competitive global labor market. Diop made this statement at the inauguration of Longshuk Youth Association's new executive body in Juba, which encourages to prioritize agricultural productivity to mitigating hunger and poverty. The new chairperson of Longshuk Youth Association, John Kunpoch, expresses his commitment to engaging youth in peace and development.
ومنطقة فيها موارد، فيها ذهب وفيها بترول وفيها غابات وأرض زراعية. عشان كده رأينا أنه نجيب شباب، حتى شباب ينهضوا ويتمكنوا ويبنوا البلد.
Presenting Longshuk plus other constitutional post holder, so that we may promote the peace and the unity to the Longshuk community as well. As I become a youth chairman today, I'll be making sure that to encourage them to do the other job opportunity so that to maintain or to sustain their own family.
Authorities in western Bargazal state have reported mysterious deadly disease outbreak in Raja County, particularly Fega Payam, claiming the lives of more than 15 children. Infections, which stands at 153. The suspected samples have been collected for laboratory testing. Dr. Christopher Paul Madut in medical services in the region.
يمكن نحن في الولاية في أواخر شهر سبتمبر لقينا كبر بالزوائر الصحية الحاصل في منطقة بالعلامات والأعراض بتاع إسهالات والتراش وتشنجات، ويمكن أدت إلى الحالات بتاعت الوفيات وعلامات والأعراض بتاعت المرض اللي كان قتل الرجال في الزمن الماضي. وأنينا كتيم الطب قعدنا في فرقة لمدة يومين، ده يوم الثاني هسي، وعملنا مغيم علاجي مغيم بسيط. شفنا فيه مرضى من جميع الأنواع، كان في ملاريات، في إسهالات، في نيمونيا وغيره.
هذا هو خطير جدا بالأطفال، يعني يموتون في شهر الواحد ماتوا حاجة كانت 15 طفل، ومن كبار السن 10 من كبار، وكلهم في حالات تشنجية، والصغار ده في حالات إسهالات وجحة وبعد التزلطات في الأجسام كانت دي هو الشكل الغريب جدا في المنطقة.
Professor Hawa Abdallah Marjan, Deputy Vice Chancellor for Academics Affairs, and Dr. John Garang, Memorial University for Science and Technology during a RISE training in Bor, expresses the university's unwavering dedication to expanding the RISE scheme space within this season. Peter Jack Ateng, rice farmer manager, stresses his administration's determinations to planting more rice as a means of driving the region forward. Elizabeth Nyankir, representing the students, encourages enhanced food production to alleviate hunger and poverty in the region.
And it is going on well. It is started as an experimental farm. It is a project, and it is actually progressing well because this is now the second harvest. The first one was sometimes back, and then this one is the second one, and maybe it will continue. And as you can see also, we are expanding the farms, and expanding the farms mean also expanding the produce. And I believe in some times to come, the produce will be much bigger than this one.
I'm going to update you about the progress of rice production. We started it last year with 2 varieties, and this year we have introduced 2 more varieties. So we have Iziri 316, Kapashi 1, and Kapashi 3. Today we are doing the process of threshing, because on 10th of this month we did harvesting, and then with this threshing we are doing, the next process will be shelling. We are going to remove the shell of the rice, which means the rice will be ready for consumption.
Ask me how to plant this rice and how to teach the other communities that are outside. We welcome all of you to come and learn and to get this seed that we have produced here. We are going to teach everyone how to practice it. It will not remain only here in John Gareth, but we will extend it outside to teach every community how to plant it. And I urge all the universities and agriculture departments.
Turning our attention to the battle of mathematical minds in a debate organized by the University of Juba, a school of mathematics aimed at reinforcing and reigniting the mathematical abilities of students aspiring to be for science courses as a foundation for a robust science sector. The participants of the 6th South Sudan Mathematics Olympia 2024, representing 21 secondary schools, have renewed hopes for the future of the country's science sector. The event showcased the nation's true mathematical talent. Ssbc's Deng Achol reports.
The University of Juba, in collaboration with the Schools of Mathematics, organized the 6th South Sudan Mathematics Olympic 2024, which brought 21 secondary schools across the country. Speaking to Ssbc, the Vice Chancellor of University of Juba, Professor Robert Mayom Deng, says mathematics prepared and groomed the student to be a think tank on critical situations that required many approaches.
Mathematics is the easiest subject you will ever do. The easiest subject. In a chapter, there are problems to be solved. And all these problems, they can be 20. Some people do not solve them all. But what I used to do, you solve all the problems. Among the 20 problems, you will find that there is a problem which is very tricky. You solve it, you don't get the answer. After 1 day or 2 days, you manage to solve it.
Meanwhile, the Dean of the School of Mathematics, Dr. Makur Makwachinor, encourages students and schools who have participated in this 2024 Mathematics Olympiad and call upon students to take mathematics as the key subject that deal with the important field of specialization.
I want to tell you, sons and daughters, here, those who are discouraged, feel free that when you come again, the school will win, and the other school who did not win will come up. This is what I want to tell you. You, those who are accompanies your colleague who has come to compete, this, you go and struggle, and we hope you can come and join basic sciences. That is medicine, engineering, natural resources and environmental, School of Mathematics, who has got 3 programs, Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Bachelor of Science in Applied Statistics, Bachelor of Science in Natural Science. And then they have Masters, Pure Mathematics, Applied Mathematics, Applied Statistics, and you will go in a good place. If you want petroleum, you will get petroleum. If you want to go to the bank, such that you will say 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, or 5 plus 5 is equal to 10, carrying 1 to go away with 1, like others who used to do, you will be there.
On his part, Atem Bul Malang, the Deputy Dean's School of Mathematics, announced the results of top 10 best school as well as best student during this 6th South Sudan Mathematics Olympic 2024.
The best 10 students. Number 10 is Amal Tariq Osman. Tariq is from Juba Diplomatic Secondary School. Matiang Ajit. Number 2 is James Pingyong. The best student is called Agol Malak Kwai.
Where Darling Wisdom Academy emerged as the winner of this year's Mathematics Olympic, and progressively the Juba Diplomatic Secondary School dominated top 5. Agog Angol Malak from Amanto Girls Academy Secondary School became the best student in this year, the 6th Mathematics Olympic 2024.
Mostly girls. It's more like girls shy away from math because they feel like it's too hard or something like that, right? But if you go to Amonto, we believe that what a boy can do, a girl can do better. And that's why I'm standing here as proof that what a boy can do, a girl can do better.
According to the statistics of this year's performance, Darling Wisdom Academy, Pentagon Campus ranked as the best schools in terms of performance by James Payom Deng, James Mathiangaji, and Philip Mabior Pach are the top best 3 students, making Darling Wisdom Academy the best school in this year, the 6th South Sudan Mathematics Olympic. The South Sudan Mathematics Olympics is the initiative of young South Sudanese mathematicians who are aiming in the field of academia in registering South Sudan to compete at the regional and beyond, which brought students from various secondary schools to nurture their talents in mathematics. Denga Choldul, Ssbc News, Juba.
The 24th East African Community Macro and Small Medium Enterprises Trade Fair continues. Tanzanian products are drawing significant attention from both buyers and investors due to the range of unique handcrafts and agricultural innovations. Addressing the exhibitors, the Deputy Permanent Secretary from the Prime Minister's Office for Labor, Youth, Employment and Persons with Disabilities, Zura Yunus Abdallah, stresses the importance of strengthening the business networks among the East African Community member states. The Central Equatorial State Butchers Union has appointed Angelo Wani Nyombe as its new chairperson, with a mission to addressing key challenges facing butchers and elevate the sector to higher standards in Juba City. Speaking on behalf of the Central Equatorial State, Deputy Governor Paulino Lukudu urges a new leadership to prioritize the welfare of the butchers by implementing stronger measures to shield them from complex market challenges. The State Minister of Animal Resources, Fisheries and Tourism, Alex Latio, encourages the newly appointed chairperson to foster unity among butchers and ensure that women have representation in his administration. Angelo Wani Nyombe, the new chairperson, pledges his dedication to improving the welfare of butchers across Central Equatorial State.
Nazi eftaro itakum liano umanindu hope, umanindu faith, imani ino itakum bakeder wodi Butchers Union de legidam. On behalf of the Governor of the Central Equatoria State General Agustino Jadala Camilo Wani, wakuma pita Central Equatoria, maburu tanna kulu biga la itakum kulu ala lela participate. Awala jana dare gulu le kulu natal fisu jazarin kanumon junubin wala kanumon ajanib kanumon respect kanumon ihtaram body al jadid ta Central Equatoria State Butchers Union de body al talauba ganun ude body al hakuma beare anina ka hakuma anina beare de ya body de
nasiha btayar wahid ilo wani itanaja limu nas bitana ta jazarin de hatta akwan bitana al bikun baden بيعمل لك مشاكل وكده ما تردوا من ببطال كده يكون في جنده كمان في مكتب بتاعك الجديد كده ما يكون اتحاد الجزائريين ده بقى بس رجال براو لازم كده يكون في مرة فوق
من أنا عندي يومين نوم ما في لا ده سيرات ما يقدر فاضي أجا لنا سيدر طالب من الجزائريين ده طبعا نادر قدي من شغل بتاع الجزائريين ده كده في كل أي اتحادات اللي موجود في داخل المدينة هنا لو كنا وين
The new police post with support from United Nations Field Office in Apanal State has been inaugurated to boosting Matar security situation there. We are going for a break. Stay tuned for more stories coming up.
Statement Engineering Group is a subsidiary of Statement Solution Limited, a South Sudanese-owned company registered under the South Sudan Company Act of 2012. We are committed to delivering excellence and exceptional services to meet our clients' needs. Our comprehensive offerings span consultancy, engineering services, building materials, general supply, interior design, and industrial equipment. Client satisfaction is our top priority. We strive to be responsive and proactive in meeting their needs. Our project managers collaborate with skilled local teams to ensure successful execution of the projects regardless of the space involved.
For inquiries, contact us on 0912 325562 or 0912 325254 or 0912 325225 or log on to our website www.statemangroup.com or www.statemanrealtor.com or Facebook page Statement Engineering Group or send us an email info@statementengineering.com.
Welcome back and thank you for tuning in to Moving On. The new police post with support from the United Nations Field Office in Apanal State has been inaugurated to boost Matar security there. Speaking at the inauguration event, Governor James Odhogoyai of Apanal State appreciated the United Nations mission for the facility. Major General Mayan Akon, State Police Commissioner, highlighted the significance of the facility in maintaining security stability in the area. The head of the United Nations Field Office, Alfred Orono, reaffirming his organization's continued willingness to supporting the region's development.
إلا أننا زاد من البلد لو ما بقينا عندنا خيرة أننا ما هنلعب دول ديل نحن لازم نشتغل لو ما قبلنا إنه ناس تجي في مدينة ده لكل ناس نجيب مستثمرين في البلد ده برضه
نفهم أنفسنا ما نضرب أنفسنا بسلاح ما نكره بعضنا عشان رجالنا يقرأ عشان جنوب السودان يمشي قمر ما له أنا جي فيه بوليس يكون قاعدين.
I'm very grateful for you accepting to come out of that POC to move back to your place here. So let us come and live peacefully. What we have done here shows how united we are. It shows our cooperation amongst ourselves and with the government.
Now, Malakal authorities have renewed their call for humanitarian support from relief organizations as the situation for flood-affected residents worsens. Severe flooding has destroyed key state infrastructure such as schools and healthcare facilities, leaving many communities cut off from essential services. Governor James Udok of Upper Nile State raises these humanitarian concerns in a meeting with the cabinet ministers following a successful peace mission to Nasser, where communities embraced peace and reconciliation.
أنا مشيت كان مطالبة المواطنين وجابوا بيابطات إنه هم دايرين الفايف فوسيس تكلموا كلامات كتير. قلت له أنا ما بدي أطالب يعني أنا زول مسؤول منكم كلكم، أنا ما أبو، أنا برضه بمشي بسمع من ناس ويار. أنا مشيت ناس ويار برضه أنا سميت منه، لكن هم ذاته كانوا ملوا من قوات بتاع الناس. قالوا هم ذاته لازم يساعدوا. لكن قائد بتاع ما كتلهم منه قيادة لام شغال، التنظيم منه لازم يكون في قيادة الجيش. فكان في اتهامات من الجيش الأبيض إنه القوات الموجودة هي لقبيلة قبيلتين، لكن لما مشيت كلمتهم بالكلام قام كل قبائل في سلوك في نير في بنكر في كل قبائل في السودان في ناس بتاع الإسرائيلية. ده هيت أنا لقيته في هي نفسي ما في زول اللي كلام ده حقائق داير بيقولوا للناس، لكن شيء اللي أنا طمنتهم بهم إنه أي بلد ناس بشاكل، لكن ناس بقول فان بشاكل وناس بقول ناس حل المشكلة ناس خلي الماضي.
The authorities in recently declared of cholera outbreak, Rang County have confirmed zero report of cholera after decisive medical responses in the area. The county commissioner Abdul Habakar Abdullah, while appreciating the health authorities, confirmed this to the media. A statement supported by the county medical director Ayuel Deng Akwe.
نحن كحكومة مقاطعة الرنج نود أن نوضح لأهلنا في جنوب السودان وبلاد العينين بصفة خاصة ومقاطعة الرنج بصفة أخص ما شاع عن انتشار مرض الكوليرا بمقاطعة الرنج. حقيقة هذا الوباء أتى عن طريق البوابة الشمالية للمقاطعة. معظم المصابين كانوا من اللاجئين السودانيين. ظهر المرض بصورة رسمية في يوم 29/10/2024. قمنا على التو بفتح مركز في حدود مركز في منطقة الطاو، ومركز آخر في مستشفى الرنج. بلغت حالات المرض منذ ظهوره حتى الآن 59 حالة.
حاليا نحن في حالة بتاع استعداد تام. عملنا مركز للأصل بتاعت الحالات بتاعت الكوليرا في مستشفى الرنج، ومركز الأصل بتاع حالات الكوليرا في منطقة وونطاو اللي هو المنطقة الحدودية. معظم الحالات كانت عددهم 59 حالة، ومعظمهم كانوا لاجئين ونازحين من السودان، والحالات في داخل المجتمع كانوا 7 نفر، فحتى الآن معظمهم خرجوهم وهم في حالة صحية جيدة، ولحد الآن ما عندنا حالة بتاعت الوفاة.
From Malakal to Bor, the capital of Jonglei State, where authorities there have renewed their call for an increased humanitarian support as the area continues to experiencing flood waves, as key medical and educational facilities left in devastation by severe flooding in the area, posing the entire region to shortages of essential services. Atonkwal Manyang Juk, Deputy Jonglei State Governor, made the appeal in a meeting with the state officials, which focused on reviewing the scholarships accorded to the state by China.
to visit the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management to brief the Minister on the status of floods in Jonglei State. We also visited the Embassy of People's Republic of China for follow-up of the previous visits. I also managed to visit the Ministry of Justice, the Ministry of Trade and Industry, as well as attending the 4th annual conference on women, peace and security. So these are
Authorities in Will West County have embarked on renovating medical facilities and 2 primary schools in Wetwil to enhance medical and health services in the area, hosting a large number of refugees. Peter Garang Madwok, Commissioner of Will West County, expresses gratitude to the partners for their continued support. Nicodemus Went Thiep, the State Assistant Commissioner for Refugees Affairs, expresses challenges facing the refugees at Whitwell Settlement Camp. Mohammed Ahmed, head of Sudanese refugees at Whitwell Settlement Camp, called on humanitarian organizations to continue supporting the needy in the area. As the mobilization of relief support continues across the country, the African Inland Church and Refugee Relief have distributed food items to South Sudanese returnees and Sudanese refugees which fled the war in Sudan. This initiative aims to fulfilling their mandate amid a looming humanitarian crisis caused by the conflict in Khartoum, which has displaced large numbers of people seeking refuge in neighboring countries, including South Sudan. Ssbc's Emanuela Joyce has more.
South Sudan is struggling to recover from civil war, but is also entangled to the economic crisis, creating fertile ground for dissident groups despite the public outcry for peace. Fortunately, the friends and people of goodwill have not abandoned the country. To help returnees and refugees resettle, African Inland Church and the Refugee Relief distribute food relief code named Mana Pack to South Sudanese returnees and Sudan refugees. Mana Pack is food package comprising rice, meat, soya beans, and other ingredients necessary in a nutritious meal. Speaking to Ssbc, the Deputy Presiding Bishop of the African Inland Church, the Right Reverend Martin Moga Ifoga, says everyone has become vulnerable. It is projected that more people are still in need. Focus of the government, humanitarian organizations, and well-wishers should be balanced between areas in starvation, conflicts, and floods. Emanuela Joyce Nicholas, Ssbc.
Muslim community leaders led by the Secretary General of the Islamic Council, Dr. Abdallah Barairwal, and the Turkish Ambassador Redem Motef, reviewed Turkish developmental and humanitarian activities in South Sudan.
During my tenure, we had very good cooperation with the South Sudan Islamic Council, and they were one of our partners, and we worked together very efficiently, I should say. We sent humanitarian assistance to different states through South Sudanese Islamic Council. Also, during the years, the 4 years, every Eid, we had some civil society organizations from Turkey, and I always encouraged them to work together with Islamic Council.
في عهد تعالى السفير حصل كثير جدا من المشاريع للشعب جنوب السودان، فأنا بهذه السانحة أتقدم بشكر جزيل لفخامة الرئيس رجب طيب أردوغان رئيس جمهورية تركيا على دعمه والسخي لشعب جنوب السودان في مجالات مختلفة، بالأخص مجال الإنساني والتعليم عبر منظمات تركية كثيرة، وأضاحي في رمضان السيد السفير بيجي وكان خير وبركة كثير جدا جدا، تضاعفت مساعدات تركيا وميزة هذه المساعدات.
That's it from me and the team. I am Mathiang Joseph, and thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for more programs coming up.
Of encourage the education of this Women Economic Development Organization. We thank you very much for coming, for taking from your busy schedule to be with us here. We really appreciate and we are grateful. Thank you. Women Economic Development Organization is newly registered, is a non-profit making organization. It is committed to promote and encouraging every woman to defend her dignity through financial independence.
Professional musician from African Union Church.
Your efforts to encourage every woman to defend her dignity through the financial independence are commendable. Mostly, women are created as multitasking beings that can perform so many tasks at once, and they can do more if supported. Women entrepreneurial skills cannot be underestimated if we mean business in any given society. All that you have mentioned in your profile are what can make huge difference if fully supported at this particular time. The biggest problem that makes these small initiatives not to grow is the uncontrolled taxations by the government levied on the small businesses, the security of the markets for the locally produced products, given the fluctuating exchange rates and free economy drive. It is not easy for you to grow in any economy when anybody is entitled to fix his or her own price on a commodity in the free market as ours today. However, my hope is that as many women take up the challenges headlong and be the forefront of every business in our country, otherwise the targets can't be met. It is high time now to nationwide build more and more capacity of women to take up the most needed developmental projects above all the market. Be assured of my prayerful support as you start this important journey, and God bless you always. And not only me, by the way, all the bishops are supporting you, all the bishops of this country are supporting you, because I know the programs they do in our different churches, in our different dioceses for women. Ita bishop mara fi kulu maha, fi sika de kulu. Anajili gono suan fi tarab sika. Ma chocolate bara. Walakin ena bidaisha hajat muhim ini fi Kobe. Bele bita Kobe. Talulubo. Nusuan tabele fi tarab sika ma basins jaradi tatamati. I started thinking, tamati, native, ini geribini, nusuani yake kuruzu, laki suk mafi. So itakum fi widow, look into this. How do you work out as I follow your profile? How do you work out a way of making sure that the products produced by these women in the villages find a market? يعني مون بيعملوا شغل كتير في شارع كله، نسوان مع بافرا مع بونجو مع غاديا مع موس مع شريف، حاجات تالا في شارع ده سكة بطال وما في طريقة أصلا نسمين ده يجيبوا حاجاتهم في السوق. في أمادي أنا اللي جو بونجو ماما تاني كوتو ركوبة بتو وكوتو بونجو يافا بونجو أصلا بونجو ندي أنا رافي تاني يوم أنا رجع نجي جو بونجو لليسا إلان وماما دي جيني 5 بونجو جيني 5 أنا روى نانو في تالي أنا رجع the following day بونجو دي سفينة ومارا دي جيني. Go brafi malzara to binedi fo berijare so bonzo bitole. Ina bisado nusuande ke asan mo bilugosu ta hajat tanna ta jum Sudan al-Giafa. Mafi nusuan indu geni bita hasada zero jam. Nusuan diamond indu hinia. Wahum diamond be killing enough is enough. Kan fi شوية من السلام الحسن ناس فوقده نظام التقبلون في شغل كبير برا هناك إخوات تاكو في villages there ومنتبهين شديد they need a lot of help how to get their commodities to the market, how to teach them to do really community agricultural projects, programs, how to support the education of women, even to follow up graduates there frustrated everywhere, they don't have a job. How can you imagine Mara graduate, Sokol Mafi, Rajel Mafi? Can this woman not become frustrated?
Economic is a daily life which we live in our family. These organizations, when you look at its objectives, it is to eradicate poverty among women, to build their capacity, especially farmers in states, in 10 administrative areas, and even here in Juba. And this organization is being supported by the Catholic Diocese of Juba. So this organization is going to do a lot if the members work together, regardless of tribe, and bringing all women on board. This is a work that women can do to put food on table, to send their children to school, to help our community to build their capacity, to be involved in decision making, and even in private sectors, to partner with the other women in the region, and to, above all, educate the women at grassroots who are farming on small basis to advocate for market, to advocate for their rights, to support them in one way or the other, so that the women can be able to support their children, because we the women of South Sudan are making the greater population of this country, and because of our history, most women did not get chance to go to school. So this is very good initiative by the women of South Sudan to come up with this kind of organization to support our women in one way or the other in businesses. This will lead to eradicate poverty among us, and it will lead to development within the national government here in Juba and even at state parliament. I'm really very glad and pleased to be here.
A privilege for us to start a program with our women, focusing positively on how we can uplift the suffering of women by training and giving them the necessary skills for doing business. Our target is to empower women to be financially free from all the things that are keeping them behind. When a woman is trained and able to develop a business and able to grow financially, our country will certainly grow as well. Women are the majority of this country, and so investing in women means investing in the development of the nation. We also know that women are our mothers, our sisters. Women are the baseline of our society, and for this reason we would like to use the opportunity of WIDO to enhance their capabilities and to divert them from the sufferings that they're getting because of war, because of political instability, because of any other thing that is keeping them behind. We want our women to join, to be entrepreneurs, and so financial freedom and economic development is our target. That is why we have come up with this organization, to also be a supporting organization to our government, and to create jobs among women so that they may not be dependent on their men, on their husbands, on their brothers, so that they also help in the development of this country. We are still a young organization. We are launching it today. We hope in the next year we will be able to bring forth fruits that will be seen in our country. We're starting here in Juba, small, but soon we will also grow in all our states.
قال نحن ما بجاني بس نغنغ أنا بقدر أعمل شنو حل المشكلة فيه لأن الناينو نسوان كتير بقى أرامل ولسه كمان رجال كموتوا لقدام عشان شنو الكلام ده اقتصاد مرة كان عنده اقتصاد راجل تو ما بيموت ويال تو ما بيموتوا جام ذاته بيكون ما في وكانوا عيال بقدر لقوا دواء علاج وعيال بروح في مدرسة وذاته بيت شنو ببناو فعشان كده يا ناس جيني المرة دي كده عملوا أوير